All right. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back again to the channel. Today we are reviewing something I picked up about a month ago, and initially I was pretty pumped about this. It really helped me out, but then afterwards it kind of went downhill. So today we're going to check out these Rippl impact shorts. These things are all around the internet now. If you clicked on their link even once just to check them out, you probably got served ads for these impact shorts. They've been called Rippl gear. They've been called numerous different things on Amazon. Pick them up anywhere between, I think, 30 to 60 bucks. I saw these. I know that skaters like Hip Savers, I think that's AAA G-form, even though they're not specifically made for rollerblading. They apparently, I hear they're very good. I needed something affordable and I wanted to try something else, so I actually went and got stuck in one of these advertisements for these impact shorts. Of course, you do what you always do. You go on YouTube, you see if there's any reviews on them. Most people always say these things are not true to size. You probably should size down a bunch. I actually ended up going way smaller than what was in the sizing chart. The sizing chart actually told me that I should probably wear a size large because it actually does the measurements around the hips. And I said absolutely no way. So I ended up ordering a size small, because they're supposed to stretch. They're supposed to form fit around your thighs. They're supposed to form fit around your ass. It's supposed to actually protect your hip bones and the, sides of your thighs, and hopefully not shift around too much, and also, form to your body. I skate some pretty big pants. Switch in between, I'll usually do either some like sweatpants or joggers, baggy jeans. I used to skate with tight jeans, and no offense, I'm not doing that crap anymore. Honestly, the best thing that I like to skate with is my gi pants, my martial arts gi pants. The same material makes the straps. They tie up right on the side of your hip, just like so. You tie them nice and tight in a square knot, and they don't move, they don't fall. They don't go anywhere. I've been training in gi pants for 26 years of my life. It feels comfortable to me. So I figured, there's enough room. I'm actually gonna be able to sneak these things underneath them. Not so much. I mean, don't get me wrong, they don't stick out that much, but they definitely look like you're wearing a diaper under your pants. Even though I sized down, still kind of fit a little baggy towards my my body. And even when I put them on with my gi pants, I'll probably have to wear a hoodie over top of it, because if I wasn't, you'd probably see that my hips kind of jut out a little bit. I'm gonna put these on here in a little bit and show you. The other thing, other than looks, the most important thing about these things, other than the way they look, is do they work? Like I said, the first couple of sessions, they did work. First couple of falls, I fell square onto my butt and kind of fell directly on this, tailbone pad portion, which that's kind of part of the problem. Even though this is supposed to kind of like form to your butt and have this little pad part kind of sneak underneath, this doesn't really form that well, and it kind of looks like there's a big, triangle pointing down on your backside. But falling on this initially was fine if I fell straight on it. And if you guys followed my how to fall video, I'll link it right over here in a card up above. I don't like to fall directly onto my tailbone. I like to kind of choose one side and let one side of my body disperse the energy instead of trying to hit my whole body against the ground if I don't have to. So obviously I don't seek to fall straight back. I try not to do that. So you want to fall onto your hips. These things, as I said, are smaller so that they're skin tight, and these are skin tight-ish, but I still have to roll them up. They're long. Now, when you fall back onto this section, you have your butt part, then there's this back thigh part. But really, the part where the pelvis and the hip bone is about right here. This comes down about over top of your leg, not necessarily your hip. Now, I'm not exactly trying handrails, and I'm sure there's probably a case where this is gonna save my leg, but at the same point, when I'm going on ledges or falling just generally on the ground, I'm actually falling in this kind of space right here. And even if this is covering it, it's not exactly secure enough, it'll move. To give you kind of an idea, I'm actually gonna throw these on. I'll throw my skate pants on, show you exactly what I'm talking about. All right, guys, so I got these on, and as you can see, they actually, when you're standing normally, they kind of cover the exact right places. I have a thigh pad that goes right down the side, but it kind of cuts off right about here. There's an extra little hip pad right about there and juts out. And then there's your back thigh pad, and then that big triangle shield that tends to sag a little bit lower than it's supposed to. These things have a lot of play in them, a lot. I mean, dumb amounts. As tight as even the spandex here is actually hugging onto me, this is moving around like crazy. The same thing is gonna happen with this thing. So even though you are falling, when you fall, you're gonna end up falling and this will slide over and you're still gonna hurt your butt. Now, with the skate pants or gi pants already on, you can, hoodie over top, not a problem. Doesn't really look like too much. These are already very, very baggy to begin with because in martial arts, you want to be able to lift your knees just like in skating and not have it bind. But here's the problem. If the hoodie starts to come up, you see all of this. All of this overflows if you want it to be in the correct spot for your hip to be saved or to be protected whenever you fall. Same exact idea. Like I said before, I'm actually taking this pad, it's not really printing that much, but it's moving. While it might be a little stealthy here, it's not exactly doing its main job. And then of course, whenever you're skating, you're not standing straight up. So when you bend back, pads are definitely showing through even with the baggiest of pants. These things look like a diaper. So, I mean, yeah, it's going to actually cushion the fall a little bit because it's sticking out so much. If I land and then slide, that whole pad is moving over and I'm not gonna have a good day. Here, I'll show you on the floor. If you fall on these, when you are falling, here I am safe. Here I am safe. If I fall actually on my hip, I am landing directly in between the two pads that are supposed to save my hip bone. If I move at all, which if anybody's rollerbladed before, you've moved before, so you're moving constantly. So when you fall, you're not falling sitting still. You're not falling sitting still at all. You are falling sliding along asphalt or concrete or grass or whatever thing you fall on. And that's the biggest problem. Once you fall, this is going to catch the ground and move instantly. So for intermediate to experienced rollerbladers, do I recommend this Rippl gear? No. The reason why these started to go downhill, they wear in, they start to stretch. I even washed them and then the material didn't exactly stretch back very well. You kind of get what you pay for when you get these, heavily advertised brands that there seems to be clones of them everywhere. You sometimes will catch a really good item for really cheap, but if you got to pay to play, and sometimes you don't always win. And in my opinion, these actually weren't totally a loss. If you are a beginner skater and you're not really used to falling and you're kind of falling directly onto your hips and your tailbones or like smacking your legs against curbs if you're just starting out to do aggressive, these might not be bad for you. Wear all of your protective gear when you start to learn some things that are brand new. This can be a part of your protective gear when you're just learning, but now that I'm not really just learning, they kind of get in the way. So that's my opinion on these Rippl impact shorts and the impact shorts that are pretty much just like it. I really don't think there's much difference between all those different brands. I really think at the end of the day, they are good shorts for beginners. Advanced skaters, intermediate skaters, anybody who's going to be coming into falls with momentum, probably not your best short to save some money on and try because again, these things don't stay put. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you guys want to see more reviews like this, give me some suggestions. What kind of things are you looking out for to save your session? And hope to see you guys in the next one. Thanks. See you later.